Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Today is Friday. Happy Friday. The end of the week here. Well, Fridays are like Sundays in real estate because the weekend is kind of like Monday, Tuesday, in my opinion. But every day is a work day. Every day is an opportunity day. But Friday, March 4th. And today, I want to talk to you about greatness. Greatness and the things that it takes to be great in real estate. We'll stick with real estate, not be a whole life lesson, but we'll say real estate lesson because spoiler alert about real estate. Right now, there are realtors out there that are millionaires. Millionaires. They're millionaires selling real estate. Yes, certain markets, price, the amount of commission you earn, it's a numbers game. Of course, different areas and different price range bring you more commission, but it is possible to be a millionaire realtor. Now, there's not too many other businesses that you can be a millionaire in. I've owned other businesses. There's nothing that I could have done almost by myself and build without a big risk of loss to become a millionaire at different businesses. And I won't even go into detail of different businesses. There's, so many. But in real estate, the blueprint is there to do the things, all the videos I've been doing and will continue to do to remind you and any coach or real estate broker or anybody out there. And it's out there. You can do it. It's just depending upon the price range, you have more sales. But there's three things that are consistent with the agents that are successful in real estate, and of course, in everything in life. And that is your standards, your principles, and your philosophies. So first I want to start off by giving you a little bit of definition and some names. I have some in my notes here. So standards is a level of quality or attainment. So your standard, what level do you want for yourself, your service, your customer service, what you're offering your clients, standard of yourself, of what you're going to accomplish for the day, week, month. What are your standards? And you've got to focus on it and know what they are. What are my standards? My standards are this. My standards are that. And you have to be clear on that. What are they? And without taking 45 minutes, it's all custom to you. So I won't go over details on that because this could be an hour long. Next is principles. Principles is something that you stand for strongly, that you will fight with everything you have not to break it. So what are your principles? What are your principles in real estate? What are your standards? What are your principles? What you stand for that you won't break, like your service to your clients, the way you present offers, the way you communicate with people. What are your principles and ethics? I think principles kind of goes in ethics on how you do things. Or let me go take a step further. Your professionalism. We'll do that. Because ethics, some people could say, because there's laws in real estate about this is ethical, this is not ethical, this is ethical, not ethical. Now I have to deal with every day as a broker, helping agents in situations and what's going on. One of the things is I use a lot, and some of the agents watching this have heard me say that was very professional, that was very unprofessional. So it's not unethical, but how they handle the situation, unprofessional. So, your principles. Do you want to be professional in everything you do? How you act with other people, how you respond to other people, how you communicate with the other agents and offers and your clients. I think principles and being professional kind of go hand in hand. And then personal philosophies. I'm just going to give you a list of a couple just general philosophies to be successful in business, in real estate, in life. One, and these are things that I wrote down many years ago and I don't even know. I didn't even write in my notes where if it was a conference or something, but it's been in my notes forever. Is always act from personal power, to take responsibility for your actions. 3 was always challenge yourself. 4, always act with integrity. And last is the meaning of communication is how people interact and respond to you. So let me stick with that one. Communication and having good communication is how people react to you, communicating with them and trying to find that best way to communicate with them. One of the main problems in real estate is communication, and two people, how they communicate. And then today's world of technology and text messages and emails and instant messages and voicemails, and back in the day, I'll just go way back in time, we had an office phone and a voicemail at the office. If you had a cell phone, you might not have voicemail on it, or it's hard to check, or it got full very fast. So communication was a lot different back then. So today, where's the professionalism? Where is the standard of communication and how people are responding to you? So before you could be great at anything, before you could be a great realtor, before you could be a extremely successful realtor in the business of real estate, you have to focus on and be comfortable knowing what your standards are for all aspects: yourself, your standards of your day-to-day work, of what you want to accomplish. What are your principles? And we'll say professionalism. How do you want to handle yourself and promote yourself and handle with your customers and the other agents? Because I hear this a lot from agents, is that your reputation will precede you, and your reputation and how you handle everybody, you have a reputation with that one person. So try to be consistent with your principles in your professionalism with everybody. Try to be as consistent as possible, so it becomes you. So people go, you want to deal with Tony because he's this or he's that, or how he handles this, and here's his standards, here's his principles, and this is how he handles things. You could even have your standards, your principles, and your philosophies of business and in good customer service written down to hand to someone, to give to someone, a personal client. If you explain to a potential buyer or seller, these are my standards, these are my principles, these are my philosophies of giving great service and having a good relationship with you, Mr. or Mrs. Buyer or Seller, you already beat out everybody else, because no one's doing that. No one's telling them these are the standards of my service. If you ever see that in different other businesses, these are our requirements of things that we're going to give you, and you make sure we're accountable that we give you the best service possible. So that's just an idea. So you've got to know what these things are to you and how important they are to you to move forward to get to that greatness. Now there's agents out there doing business without even having any of this, but they're just doing day-to-day business. They might have some fleeting success, but overall, the millionaires of real estate, the successful agents that have a career of real estate. So let me take a step back. There are successful agents right now in real estate. I see them all over. I see them all over Facebook. I see their numbers. I know who's successful in the numbers game. But this is a marathon, not a sprint. I feel sorry. I don't have a crystal ball, but history has a way of repeating itself. I see agents today that have been in the business 20 years that have no business. That used to be great. Used to see their names all over. See their business flourish, and something happened. So if this is a career, a lifetime career, and something you want to be successful in for a long period of time, and you can do it, that's the great thing about real estate. You can keep on going and going and going and going. That's why the average age of realtors is in their 50s. Average age of realtors is in their 50s. Why? Because people are living longer. They're still in real estate. They've been in real estate for a while, and they don't have to get out until they want to get out, because they make that decision, not someone else. But success is a marathon, and I think some people might lose these three things, and because they're so busy with their day-to-day success and their sales that they don't have a foundation of this. And this is consistent in every long-term career successful realtor. So hopefully that makes some sense to you. But of course, use me as a reference. I'll be happy to go over these things with you. I do this with my weekly coaching with agents all the time, but we might not sit down and go over all of them, but I might throw out that you got to make sure, you got to figure out what your standard is of service, what's your standard of day to day, what are your principles, and how great you want to be, and what kind of professionalism you want to promote to other agents. And the one thing I hate to hear before I get sign off here is, I don't do this because other people are not giving it to me. Does that make sense? I hear this a lot from agents sometimes. Like, example, an agent had multiple offers. I think it was 14 offers on the property. I said, call every single one of the agents that didn't. Have your seller sign a agency disclosure to explain that they did see the agency disclosure. Not to go into legal stuff, but that's supposed to be done. Agency disclosure signed by the seller on every offer that's submitted. Goes back to the buyer, call them up and say, sorry, they accepted another offer. I appreciate that. I will keep you updated. Might, never know, might fall through. Hope we have another deal in the future. You want, when you have listings, you want those buyers to come through, those buyers agents who want to do business with you. And someday it will be a buyer's market, and there'll be tons of listings out there that will not sell. It will happen. Not next week, not tomorrow, not next year, but it will happen. And when that agent that you did that for, you remembered the professionalism and the standard of service that you showed them, will open that door to future business and for future offers, hopefully. It can't hurt. We'll just say that. It can only help. So that's it. I could go on forever about this, but that's it. Have a great Friday, a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.